Fujitsu is an official digitization partner at the Nürburgring, the very famous German racetrack. With Fujitsu's AI solution for the digitization of the Nordschleife, we significantly increase safety for vehicles on the track. Where humans reach their limits, the AI solution comes into play and thus supports marshals to detect dangers and deviations from regular traffic. However, let's switch over to race control at the Nürburgring, where three experts are waiting for us.
We are at the Nürburgring, the most famous racetrack in the world, and we are in a very special room. We are in the race control. From here, everything what happens on the racetrack is controlled. And with me here is Alexander Schnobel from the Nürburgring and also Jörn Nitschmann from Fujitsu. So welcome here, Jörn. You are our guest, and in a special function, we have a special project together.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction and thanks for having us today. So I want to talk about our common and joint solution we are implementing over here for the track safety overall based on an AI solution we are just developing together on a phased planning situation over here, and it's really interesting to see how this develops.
Fujitsu, it's a technology concern, and now you're normally developing several solutions for several problems. Why are you at a racetrack?
We had a racetrack because we understood the challenge that was raised really quickly. We understood that we have an existing infrastructure over here. We are connecting new types of technologies like high definition camera systems, fiber optic systems, and bring the data into the race control over here and apply latest AI technology to the system to identify cars on the tracks, severe situations, accidents, all kind of stuff to avoid further harm for the people on the track and around.
And for this you need artificial intelligence, but let's talk about this later. Alexander, so we have this partnership with Fujitsu. What does this mean for the Nürburgring?
For us, we had at the beginning of this project the main target to raise the safety on this over 90-year-old racetrack from now to the future. And we have a lot of very known motorsports events here on the racetrack, but we have also other motorsports on the racetrack. And the difference between the main events, like the 24-hour race or our long-distance race series on the Nürburgring, is that for these other track activities, we need a solution for the track safety on a digital-based technology, because we see in the future we do not have enough staff to operate the whole racetrack with track marshals, and we need solutions to raise the safety, to have the possibility to have eyes and ears on the track. So on a normal racetrack, FIA homologated, you have cameras all around the racetrack, but now we only have a telephone system around the Nordschleife. So, and to raise the technology and to bring this old technology into the future, we must implement a system based on high definition cameras around the Nordschleife, but this must be operatable.
And operatable it's a good point, because the Nürburgring in figures, this means over 25 kilometers of racetrack, around 5 kilometers Grand Prix circuit, a modern circuit, and we have 21 kilometers the Nordschleife, the circuit which was opened in 1927. How many cameras would you need to have an overview of all the activities on the track?
So our plans say that we need mostly nearly 100 cameras around the Nordschleife. 100 cameras, this may be a screen like a cinema screen. So, and you need a lot of stuff to have a look at all of these track sections on every camera. So for us, we had a question or a problem that says, what makes it possible for an operator or a small team with a high level of safety or the high detection level to see abnormal things like accidents or something on the track that causes accidents. So, and for that, our idea, our first things, maybe a computer-based or artificial intelligence system would be the solution for this. And we are very happy to find a partner with Fujitsu that understands this very fast, what our problems are and where we need solution for these questions.
Yeah, thank you for this. So what we have here is we have an increase of the safety level of the racetrack, which is a very, very central point of a racetrack. And what we heard is we would need very many cameras to have an overview, and we have one problem: we only have human beings at the moment to control this, and every human being just has 2 eyes and 2 ears and nothing more. And if we would need 140 cameras, it would nearly impossible to have a control. And there, your artificial intelligence comes into the game.
Yeah, you forgot one interesting thing. Each human has a brain. And we are just implementing an additional brain, an additional pair of eyes to clarify and then see the pictures and analyze these pictures and come back with the best results or identifications of trouble situations on the track. So that's really essential. We are trying to help those people here in the race control to take the right actions right away. And that was really, really key in the beginning to understand exactly your use case, your problem. So had a lot of time of discussions around this to see what's needed, what should be implemented, and what should be the result. So that was really essential in the cooperation with you guys from the Nürburgring to get this intake for our team and to create a solution jointly with the best use here in the race control environment.
What should be, in the end, the solution? You said, what is the solution after a few months of development?
Yeah, so what we decided in the beginning, that was in a really early stage, that it would be best not to apply a solution that will fit the Nürburgring overall. And honestly speaking, we had no clue how to handle this, because you just raised the number of more than 100 cameras to handle. We have some technical issues to come back with the signals into this race control environment, to the central server systems that are handling this video data and so on. So we have a joint approach to say, okay, let's do step 1 after step 2 and step 3 and so on, and take the next steps and understand what's needed. This is why we decided to start right away with a test cluster and understand and learn step by step with the team and with the solution needed. So the key was to identify cars on the track and to implement a segmentation of this test environment, the first 3 kilometers of the Nordschleife track, to see, okay, what is the track, what are the offsides, the curbs, what are the fences, what are the rails, and so on, and to see where is the car, where are the people on the track or near the track, to identify them and afterwards signal it back into the race control and take the right actions.
So what Alexander said is your team very well and very fast understood what is our issue and what is our solution. So, and everyone who is coming to the Nürburgring, his heartbeat increases. So what increases your heartbeat when you are here at the Nürburgring?
Yeah, so that's what me from a technology standpoint makes my heart beating faster, is to implement and make use of the technologies that we are showing in other areas of the social life and daily life in our environments. So we are implementing here a solution that's really, really common in other environments like smart cities, smart manufacturing areas, and so on, and bring it here to a totally different environment just by adapting it. And this is really powerful to us as Fujitsu, because we are trying to give something back into the society, create a safe environment. We can implement a scaling solution, grow with you as we go, and make use of things that we are applying to other customers as well around the globe.
So Alexander, last question. So we had a lot of safety measurements in the past here at the racetrack. So we have safety barriers, we have fences. So what makes this new project so special comparing to the other measurements we have?
I think this is a digital version of safety. So this helps us to operate the track with a higher level, because you must imagine our first test section we are now implement this system is a very long straight with which the drivers use with more than 300 kilometers an hour. We have very high speeds, very high speeds there, but we also have very special weather conditions. We are here in the mountains of the Eifel, so we have foggy days, we have a lot of rain and so on, and this needs to have redundant and reliable systems, so to have a track safety systems. And for us, it's so special to bring the Nordschleife in a position to operate our main part, our USP for our business. So we need this to have solutions for track safety for our customers. There's the testing industry on the Nordschleife. There are the self-drivers, nearly millions of people a year, and there are also our own main or track events and the motorsports. And for that, this is our main business case. We need solutions to have track safety, and this track safety saves us our business.
So we have a digital new solution, and we make the most demanding racetrack in the world to one of the most safe racetracks in the world. Alexander, we had a lot of measurements in the past for increasing the safety on this unique racetrack. So we have safety barriers, we have safety fences. What is the difference to this measurement we are now implementing here?
This is our first digital measurement to bring the safety of the Nordschleife to a digital future and to raise the safety to a higher level, most probably in the future all around the Nordschleife.
And therefore, we're bringing this racetrack into the future. Thank you for the talk together.
That's a very interesting and fascinating partnership. I'm really impressed to hear how artificial intelligence can help us to increase safety on tracks for all human beings. Thank you for watching.